Come on, get them shackles off him. Poor sod can't eat proper.
Dunno, not sure I like that. What if he runs for it? He's worth a heap of coin.
Ah, bollocks. Been hauling him a week, hasn't tried a thing. Why are you up and bolt now? Matter of fact, got to thinking. What did a sweet, gentle chap like him do to get the Queen of Zerrikania so riled?
She's a shrew, that's what. Queen and witch in one. Worst of both worlds.
Enough about her. What do you say to one more of your tales? While we toss down some cards.
Ah, why not? And since you mentioned one queen...
Hello, and welcome to a new playthrough that I'm doing. We are playing the Witcher Thronebreaker game for Gwent. Or Thronebreaker The Witcher Tales, if you prefer to read titles correctly. So basically I've been you know, if you don't know, for the last couple days I've been streaming Gwent, and I've been remembering how much I actually love this freaking card game that I have no right to love as much as I do. And so I decided to make some single player content out of it, instead of just watching me beat fools with the same deck online over and over again. You know, we can get some good storylines out of it. Just first, make sure all the options. Just play all. Okay, and we are going to start a new game. I guess we shall play Thronebreaker. We're going to ignore that campaign that I've already beaten. So yeah. So spoiler, this is not the first time I've played the campaign. But it is the first time I've played it in over a year.
The year 1267. War hung in the air, its scent palpable. The mighty empire of Nilfgaard stood poised, greedily eyeing the northern realms just across the Yaruga. In light of the threat, the realm's sovereigns met in summit. They made declarations, pledged fraternal assistance, forged alliances, and then, in good spirits, dispersed. Among them, Neve, queen of the twin realms Lyria and Rivia. Know the name? Heard her beauty extolled? Justly so. Remarkable she was. Not for her graceful exterior, but for her persistence and courage. Where was I? As the Queen and her retinue neared her capital, Count Caldwell appeared. In Neve's absence, the Count was to have helped her son, the youthful Prince Willem, run the Twin Kingdoms. Caldwell had clearly ridden hard. Drops of perspiration dangled from his whiskers, his neck red and chafed from a ruff, starched stiff.
Hail, Your Majesty. Delighted to see you in good health. The summit, it ended fruitfully, I hope?
Yes, at its end letters were exchanged, documents signed. Paper. Time will tell of what value. That will suffice as cordialities go, Caldwell. Tell me what's happened, for I sincerely doubt sheer longing prompted you to ride out.
Indeed, Your Grace. Another circumstance inspired me to do so. The strays of Sparla, the bandits, I was to tend to during Your Grace's absence. The situation's gotten out of hand, I fear.
That line seemed to get all of a sudden very loud for some reason, but oh well. We might turn it down slightly. There we go. The strays of spell the bandits. I was tend to situation gotten off hand. Settle down,
Steady,
Caldwell.
Come now. Deep breath. All right. Speak. What has happened? Be precise.
As Your Grace ordained. I set out and was nipping at the bandits' tails for long. We pursued for weeks, until scouts returned, having sighted the strays' camp in the forest near Locheren. We waited for nightfall to surprise them as they slept. Alas, it proved a ruse. We found the tents empty. Straw-stuffed dummies round the fire. Soon, We learned that as we waited for the sunset, the strays had snuck away, rounded our positions and ridden to Hawksburn.
I beg your pardon, my lord. The tax collectors. That is where they station.
So the gold? All of it?
It's stolen, your grace, but I shall do all in my power to recover it. This I vow, if it be your grace's wish.
After weeks in the saddle, your grace's wishes are modest. A hot bath and a night's sleep in her own bed. Yet, they shall have to wait. I must look personally to this matter. Your force, Caldwell, I will now command. You... send a herald to Hawksburn. They must prepare for the Queen's arrival. Air the rooms, dust off the porcelain. Make certain they do it.
Yeah,
Do
Caldwell.
you see now, Reynard? I believe I foretold it would be thus. My son wasn't ready in the least to rule an entire country.
I confess, Prince Willem has much to learn yet.
Yes. And very little time.
Tutorial. I should game point with basic game mechanics. So I use the mouse to control. What, can't I get down there? Okay, we're moving along. So clearly not much has stuck around if I can't remember how to just play the game. I will expand my army throughout the game, but to do so I must collect the following types of resources: gold, wood, and recruits. I can find useful items and even new companions who will support me in battle. I don't want to miss anything. Be sure to thoroughly explore the map and complete side quests. Alright.
Oh, thought it were bandits riding in.
So we'll pick up that. Pick up some wood. Pick up some other wood. And talk to the people.
Milk her. They stretched her over a fire till she told them where she buried her gold. Rather die than tell him she would. But I know where she kept it. Sit tight. Sketch it out for you.
Oh. Congratulations, I found a treasure map. Search the area and I may find the secret location marked with an X. So it's apparently in front of a house next to a stump.
The strays, they're called, Your Majesty. Because they bite something nasty and bay as if by the moon possessed.
Ah. Anything else you gotta say?
Oh, thought it were bandits riding in.
Nope. Get some more wood? What do you have to say? Nothing? Okay. I got some gold in there. That's cool. Let's see, is there anything else? An obstacle blocks my path. To remove it, I need to spend some of my resources. Your Majesty, it seems someone's felled an oak, which now blocks the road. Unfortunately, our wagons cannot go around. How do I wish to proceed? So I have 46 soldiers. Issue access to the soldiers and ask them to work, or we could have lawyers sort the matter. That's why I'm sort the matter. I don't remember having this much gold at the start, so I think I might be starting with an advantage. Oh, actually, where's the, oh, shit. How do I see what... That kind of looks like a treasure. Oh, fuck yeah, it does. Yes, sir. That is what we like to see. Om nom 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 nom. Treasure chest, baby. Wow. Most interactive objects are clearly marked on your map, but not all. Some events cannot be predicted, so you best prepare for it.
Count Caldwell rode at the column's head, scanning its flanks with a wary eye that, despite his advanced age, proved very sharp indeed.
Your Majesty! Bandits! There! At the tree line!
The Count's footmen, unaccustomed to escorting their queen, sought to shield her with their bodies and assumed a tight formation to do so. They were promptly knocked aside as Meve charged headlong at the bandits, brandishing her blade and bellowing a ferocious cry.
Attack! Charge!
Yes, Meve. That is what we like to see from our queen. Meve was convinced the bandits would flee. Yet no ordinary bandit would attack the retinue of the queen, yet these strays are different. This is the battlefield. Play. Alright, we know how to play Gwent.
Ever have a storm knock out one of
Alright,
your
so
team?
strays appear.
To attack the Queen? An outrage!
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Your Grace, the men await. You must lead to begin the attack.
Those cards have an ability of some kind. Yep, cool. Play any card.
This harvest.
Salt of the earth, they are, Your Grace. They'd follow you into fire. You need simply say the word.
Oh, that's so nice of them. Scythemen have the loyal ability. That means other abilities are activated every time I use Maeve's ability. Each leader has its own unique ability. To see what it is, select. I can boost unit strength and add armor to it. I can do this every few turns.
I shall teach you to respect the crown, you dogs!
There you go. Oh, hell yeah. End turn.
We'll catch 'em all!
Play any card. There you go.
Look out! Seek cover! We are
Oh no!
bombarded!
We're being attacked. Play any card.
What? Who dares?
There you go.
The strays took tail and run.
Hell yeah, they do. Take that, strays.
Yes, our victory is assured. Sound the horns. May they sing praises of this triumph for ages.
Yep. Tutorial. Pass. Yep. We win.
Battle's not yet done. It is better to conserve our strength. Prepare for a strike that will prove decisive.
Oh. And here I thought we had won. Alas,
Battle formation! Protect the Queen!
proves not to be the case. I'll play Lydian
My
Scytheman.
spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me.
And turn.
Bigger they are, easier they are to tug.
Play another one of you
A
guys.
time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
The chase is on!
Then we'll play you.
Give me a target.
There we go. And we pass.
Thing about slings, they hide.
I
Woohoo!
congratulate you on your latest victory, Your Grace. The bandits stood not a chance.
Yeah, take that, bandits. Tutorial bandits.
Matters seem indeed to have gotten out of hand, to put it mildly.
Maeve said, arms crossed atop her shining breastplate.
They've grown bold. Doubtless after the raid on the manor, the tax collectors. I've not heard of an ambush on the high road afore.
Caldwell explained, avoiding his liege's wrathful gaze.
A likely
Enough,
story.
Caldwell. We must put things right. Come!
The Queen's retinue set out, cavalry in front, infantry and arbalists close behind, and, following in the rear, the bandits, bound in chains.
Hell yeah. Look at dick bandits. On we go.
I do adore this prospect.
Yes. Lyria, the pearl of the north. With its hills and dales. Why, its beauty matched only by that of its queen.
After
Oh,
3 weeks in the saddle, I've my doubts, Count. We shall pitch camp here. Our soldiers need respite. A spell of it they deserve.
hell yeah, our soldiers do. Must pitch camp. Okay. Camp buildings allow me to expand my army and give access to important information. Most camp buildings can be improved in my workshop. Enter the workshop. Here I can build and improve camp buildings. I must first collect the appropriate amount of golden wood. I'll definitely need access to my regional map, but I will need to improve my royal tent to get it. Achoo! The workshop itself can also be improved. Go to command tent to view my army. I can create units and build my army from available cards. Improving this ability will increase my army's recruit cap, including allowing me to recruit stronger units. In my deck are left hand, training cards, grayed out cards. Must contain a minimum of 25 cards while not exceeding the recruitment cap. I'll need recruits. I can recruit a Wagenburg. Right? Oh, right. We shall recruit a Wagenburg. Add it to our deck. I can now view and create cards. But we're not going to do that. Oh, excuse me. Now take camp at the other buildings. Let's go to the mess tent. I can talk to my companions in the mess tent, give them a little bit of my time. I may just learn a secret or two. Grey Rider, so he's our statistics man.
A bit of respite, Reynard.
Yes. But if you've any new orders, Your Grace, I can be ready at any...
At ease, Reynard. At ease. Don't you find it wearisome sitting alone? Wouldn't you prefer another's company?
Ooh.
Swapping tales with the innkeep, even?
Your concern, I most appreciate, Your Grace. But I prefer silence.
Has it always been thus with you? Ever a man apart?
Quite the contrary, Your Grace. As a youth, I gloried in company, delighted in conversation.
So what was it that changed you?
That delight nearly cost me my head. But do you truly not know the tale, milady? How I came to be your departed husband's aide?
I don't, but would gladly hear it.
I had but 20 winters behind me when I enlisted. Yet I was granted the rank of lieutenant from the start, not by merit, but by birth. The respect of veteran officers, both my peers and seniors, that they could not grant. Nor did I deserve it. To earn that respect became my driving aim. And to seem wise beyond my years, I began spouting off about the king's decisions. This maneuver Reginald botched, that he failed to think through, and yet elsewhere he'd blundered like a schoolboy.
Yeah, that one seems like a bad idea, mate, especially in a feudal society.
Talk of that nature could only ever result in misfortune.
It was not long before I was clanking about in shackles. Another officer had reported me. I was charged with lèse-majesté. The court-martial took but a quarter of an hour to deliver verdict and sentence. I was guilty of treason, and the noose awaited me. But Reginald first stayed the execution, then ordered that I repeat every word I'd uttered about his person or deeds. Soaked with sweat, my voice cracking, I did as he ordained. Reginald listened, raptly and silently, and when I'd finished, he declared I was right. He then appointed me his personal aide. A clever lad like you, I can always use at my side.
Indeed. Though hardly sharp himself, wisdom in others Reginald both recognized and heeded.
It was then I swore two things. Firstly, never again to wag my tongue like a fool. Secondly, never to betray his trust.
And you never did. Know what he told me moments before he passed? Trust none of them, Meave. Save Reynard. The old sod was right about that, at least. I thank you for sharing that tale, Reynard. Truly.
Oh, hell yeah. Alright, so Reynard's one of the good guys. That's what we like to see.
Alas, I've come to fear villain might simply not be cut out to be a king, let alone a good one.
A harsh judgment, Your Grace. Let's not be hasty. The prince is but 16 summers to him.
And is thus fully grown. The crown he should be able to bear at his age. Yet I left the land in his care for but a few months, and look what's become of it. Bandits roam and loot unchecked.
We might yet learn of mitigating circumstances. Events beyond his control.
Would that it were so, Reynard. Would that it were so. Elsewise we must hope Ansaeus will demonstrate more wit than his brother. Though I see little chance of that either.
Yeah, kids, man. What can you do with them? Alright, sorry, Reynard. Now I gotta go.
It's time I attended to other matters.
So we can purchase a lot of things. I feel like I'll just go to my command tent for now. I can view letters and maps as well as key cards and fragments. So reports. Noted increased Nilfgaardian activity in the foothills of Amel Mountain and near Reedbrun. Ambassador claims routine training exercises. Intelligence recommends, or suggests otherwise. Recommends strengthening of border forces and tripling patrols along the Yaruga. Raise a Spala bandit group named after, or formed after a revolt in the dungeons of Spala Castle. Mainly pickpockets, racketeers, cutpurses, and assassins, armed with slings, daggers, and instruments of torture. They are cleverer and bolder than common bandits. Unable to identify the identity of the group's leaders. Your Highness, artisans from Grebador have prepared a new tapestry powder. I've included engraving the design. You'll be pleased with it. A Centurion lion inherited from King Coram I. Bared fangs offer stunning realism, and the ancestral sword of Delans of Temeria appears as if forged in the very depths of Mahakam. I've no doubt it shall prove the castle's latest masterpiece. So that's a new tapestry. Interesting. But why would we put up a Centurion lion for our Lyria and Rivia? Dear me, you've my gratitude for attending the summit. What luck we did not put off meeting any longer. For what my men say, armies on the march kicking up a veritable dust storm across the Yaruga. Come what may, remember you have my full and unconditional support. Best wishes, Demavand. Alright, on we go. Remember that I can open my map. So we've got a map here. Primary task is noted with an exclamation point. So, down there. See what next waits. Roll through the map. Okay. Go. On we go.
Is this what I pay taxes for? To be robbed along the high road, and in broad daylight, no less?
Uh-oh.
Were it not for mandatory merchant routes and stacking rights, why, I'd have gone round, through Sodden. They told me. Lyria's a wild land, lawless, chaotic, a damn disgrace.
Hey, watch your mouth, fool.
Were it not for mandatory merchant routes and... Were it not for
Okay, so that's all he's got to say. Uh-oh, what's this? Army's morale can change. Neutral morale has no impact on cards. Low morale lowers each unit by 1. High morale increases it by 1. Change of morale depends on my choices throughout the game. To increase it, make an offering at the wayside shrine. But after victories, morale returns to neutral. So now my people are satisfied.
Gods have mercy. Whatever is this filth?
Necrophages. Drawn here by blood's scent.
For such vile monstrosities to prowl the high roads of my realm. I won't allow it. Attack!
That is what we like to see. Aggressive negotiations. Who were these travelers whose bodies now littered the roadside? They had the look of pilgrims who found misfortune after crossing paths with the strays of Spala. The bandits had slit their throats, leaving the bodies to rot under the sun. They'd likely have known the stench would attract the attention. They'd have likely known that the stench would attract the attention. I assume there was supposed to be an up there. Flesh-hungry scavengers, thus exposing the next passerbys to horrific death. Clearly, this realization hadn't bothered them in the slightest. Trophies, unique type of card, and I can only have one in my deck at any time. Trophy will automatically appear on the battlefield at the beginning of the match.
Fog in broad daylight, with the heat positively sweltering. Have we to do with some manner of sorcery?
We shouldn't exclude the possibility, my lord. And great caution we must exercise.
My roads are now covered in fog, which is just one of several row effects I will counter. Row effects affect all cards and can have either positive or negative consequences.
Rayward, what is this? Some spectre? A strigger?
I can't be sure, your grace. It's the first I've seen of any such... thing.
It's a foglet, you fools. Can't you tell by the name that pops up right next to it?
There's a
Play
time
a
to reap,
Scytheman.
time to sow, and time to die.
Boost him.
These carrion eaters. I know them. Appeared on my estate last spring, enticed by the corpses of those of my sheep that fell. Harmless at first. Until, that is, they fill their guts. Seemed to become quite powerful then.
Use the Fortitude tonic to boost the strength of one of my units. Okay. There we go.
Fearsome they look, true.
Another foglet.
But they bleed just as we do. Onward! Slay the filth!
How do you know that? They very well could not do that.
Give me a target.
So fortunate we routed the beasts before they had a chance to gorge.
Uh-oh. But wait. There's more. Trophy will stay on the battlefield because of its resilience ability. Alright, let's do the same thing. Uh-oh, they're gorging on
Your Grace,
dead
yet
people.
more come.
They fill their bellies, ma'am. This doesn't bode well. Oh no, not well at all.
Oh no, not well at all.
Arbalist at your command.
Uh-oh.
Strong as steers they've grown. And they show no fear.
Frenzied, my lady. It's bloodlust. They lose all instinct to survive, feel no pain whatever. I've witnessed this before.
Your Majesty, we must give ground. Fall back. We can't win. Must minimize our losses.
Oh, I disagree. Okay, I no longer disagree.
My queen, there is no shame in ceding the field when fortunes turn sour.
I agree. Time to chill out with that one. Alright, we got our wagon out. We also got Reynard. Or Reynard.
Victory must be ours now. We shall not retreat. Arms at the ready. Attack! Look there! Yet another abomination.
Ugh, that stench. My salts. Where are my salts?
Uh-oh. A Rot Fiend. To get things started, play Wagenberg on the melee row. The ability of this card becomes more powerful. Okay. Cards that have the order ability, I can activate manually. No, I can't boost you? Okay, well. He's eating stuff. Play an Arbalist on the melee row.
I'm a one, sir.
Use the Wagenberg's ability. Alright, that was pretty poor. There we go. We've given it another armor. Reynard's ability will allow me to reactivate. As a result, alright, I'll put Reynard back there.
Discipline shall bring us victory.
Use it again. Deal 2 damage this time. Then we'll put down one more Lyrian Arbalist and finish him. Although we also don't even have to. But we're going to do it, damn it. We're going to play out our triumph to the glorious end. That's what we like to see, baby.
The beasts hadn't a chance against us. Victory is ours.
Oh, loot, 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 loot. Give me that sweet, sweet loot. Yeah, some of my people had to die, but we get loot from it. My beloved, please write as soon as you reach the temple. I know only 2 weeks have passed by. My heart weighs heavy with the thoughts of you. Our home feels empty without you. I hope our offering, though modest, will please the Mother Goddess. With her blessing, we shall have a child at long last. I've no doubt you'll make as loving a father as a husband. Please be vigilant and return to me. Ooh. with that loot, though? So we'll get some wood here. Get some gold there. What else? What else is down here? Get some more goodies.
Many trees we've felled, my lady. Might you have need of them? So, take whatever your heart desires.
Oh,
They
thanks,
call
mate.
themselves strays. Well, we'll treat them like strays.
Ooh.
We build a bridge, brick by brick. A one, a two, the pillar grows thick.
Oh, damn, that was a banger.
There ain't no bandits here. Not surprising, neither, for we'd chase them off with our hatchets, we would.
Oh, yeah,
Call
you show
themselves
them.
strays.
Alright.
Well, we'll treat them like strays.
Oh, you chasing them off with your axes, would you? Oh, you gonna show them what's what? Discovering signposts unlocks the ability to fast travel, allowing you to move between places on a map. Cool. Anything back here? No? So do I need to use it to have access to it? Oh, wait. There's something back here? Alright, let's go get that. Let's go get some loot. Oh, I did miss some loot. We can't be missing loot. I need all the loot I can get. Including just stealing from this village.
Lady, the masks they wear. Have you seen them? They've fangs, snouts, horns. Like a right proper nightmare.
I mean, they do call themselves the strays. I guess I'll upgrade something else in my tent. Can I upgrade the workshop? Should I upgrade the royal tent? Upgrade the number of trinkets that I can attach? Watchtower. Use scouts to mark the location of treasures in my regional map. Ooh, that could be useful. Gain between 25 and 75 gold for every battle won. Gain one recruit. Ooh, I feel like those would both be pretty useful. I think we'll go increase movement. Oh, that'll be handy. What if yeah, can I not build them? Oh, I guess not. Okay, so I can build. I guess let's get watchtowers. And that's all I can afford based on my wood. We got watchtowers.
Your Majesty, I beg of you, thrash them bandits, please. Scared to step out into me own fields, I am. To raise an hand against the Queen. These hounds hold nothing sacred. Thank you for listening to this tired bag of bones. Folk haven't lent an ear to old Poppy in a long while. Please take this for the road.
Oh, thanks, old Poppy. I much appreciate it. Every bit helps, even if I am the queen. What's happening up here?
Soon, Queen and retinue arrived at Hawksburn. The men stationed there they found standing at attention, baking under the blistering noonday sun.
Your Majesty, Count Caldwell.
Stand at ease, Sergeant, and report.
The local peasants we've rounded up in the yard, Your Grace. Expect they might have lent the bandits aid. Yet our courtesy hadn't inspired them. They haven't peeped a word. Might it please Your Grace to summon the hangman? He ties a noose for them, should have them jabbering right quick.
I'll speak to them first.
Your Majesty, for the Queen to question commoners, why, it's simply not proper.
Whom for? I shan't be stripped of crown and titles for it, so no impediment do I see. Lead me to them.
Bow low for your sovereign, Her Majesty, Queen Meve of Lyria and Rivia.
Have mercy, Your Grace. We bear no guilt, we simple folk.
Well, I didn't vote for her. Alright, we're gonna be, let's see, should we play good cop or bad cop? We'll be benevolent.
Calm your hearts, good folk. Though your queen I may be, you are subjects, not slaves.
Meave extended a hand, the royal ring gleaming upon it. Unfamiliar with protocol, a pleb gripped it firmly and gave it a shake as hearty as a good scrub in the tub.
My, we shall be addressing one another by name afore long.
This is an outrage! Guards! Grab him!
I've all in hand, Caldwell.
Forgive me, Your Grace. I'm not accustomed, no how.
Nonsense. You've a firm grip, a spry handshake, and a bold spirit I can respect. What do they call you, man?
Helmer, son of Florence.
Delighted, Helmer. Now understand me, man. I am in dire straits and in need of your aid. So please, answer my queries in full and forthrightly. The bandits. Whom do they follow?
Him, milady. We've seen him. No name, just an odd title. The Duke of Dogs, they call him.
The Duke of Dogs.
A blue-blood thoroughbred mutt. Where are he and his hounds bound? Did he say?
That recall, Imogen? What do you name? A Gleeton or something?
Clayton. Lord Clayton. His estate lies to the south.
Sound the horns. Have the men form up. We march at once.
Milady! Arbor no ire for the Duke. He's a good man. Gave us proper brass for the welcome we gave him. Shared what grub he had.
Shut it, louts. The Queen's had her say. Your Grace, your orders. What are we to do with them?
Choices I make will have consequences. Some may be felt immediately, while others might take time. Choose carefully. We're gonna leave them be. We're gonna be benevolent. You know, this Duke of Dogs. He fed them. You know, I was gone. We're gonna let him off.
Leave them be. The harvest draws close. Hard work. They'll have their hands full.
Oh, milady, thanks be to you, thanks be. I pray Mother Melitele watch over your kind heart.
Pray she watches over yours. Should I hear of you sheltering bandits again, of you lying to my officers, I shall return and put torch to every hut, field and orchard. Understood.
Meave set off toward Lord Clayton's estate at a gallop, her mount knocking the peasants aside as it kicked up a cloud of dust. The folk of Hawksburn spoke of the royal visit long after, albeit ever behind closed doors and in hushed tones.
Okay, and I think that's where we're going to wrap up our first episode, just after the after our first encounter, story-wise. And yeah, until next time, I shall see you all, and thank you for joining me on this new adventure with Gwent. So yeah, ciao for now.